What's going on, y'all? Moriah Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to get this video pushed out before I go to the gig tonight. So, y'all, Zion Williamson, former #1 pick in the 2019 NBA draft, forward for the New Orleans Pelicans, and the most highly touted prospect coming out of high school since LeBron James. He was slated to be the next LeBron James coming out of high school. If Zion could have gotten drafted straight out of high school, he would have went #1 overall. He was just that physically dominating and that good. And he showed it when he went to college for that 1 year under Mike Krzyzewski playing for the Duke Blue Devils, right? So, Zion Williamson has found himself in some shenanigans off the court once again, except this time is more serious than the other things. The other things was just him in these trouble with all these different women and all of this stuff. This time he's in actual legal trouble due to some allegations that he's facing in a lawsuit from a woman who claims she had a long-time relationship with Zion Williamson. So, for those who don't know, Zion has been accused of grape. Take the G off of grape and then you will get the word. I can't say the word because I don't want to risk getting demonetized on the channel if I just say the R word, but he's been accused of grape and multiple forms of abuse, right? Including sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, and financial abuse by a woman who claims that the misconduct took place throughout a years-long relationship with Zion, right? The allegations were detailed in a lawsuit filed last Thursday in Los Angeles Superior Court. Now, Zion Williamson has vehemently denied the claims and calls it a money grab, right? But the woman is accusing Zion of all of these things. Now, I don't know if the woman is lying. I don't know if she's telling the truth. I don't know, right? But I'm going to get to some things. And I'm going to get to some stuff in a minute. But, y'all, guess what happened? After this woman came out with a lawsuit, Moriah Mills. Y'all remember Miss Moriah Mills, the corn star. Take the C off of corn and replace the C with the P, and you'll have it. I don't want to say the word because then I could risk getting demonetized. It's so funny. I can curse sometime on here and I'd be cool, but if I say certain words, it can trigger demonetization. But anyway, right? Moriah Mills, the corn star that Zion had been messing with for a while and he was tricking off on. Y'all remember Moriah famously about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, she lost her mind on social media, on Twitter, when she found out that Zion was having a baby with another woman, right? His girlfriend. And she lost her mind. She got all on Twitter just letting all their business fly. Talking about what they be doing, how much Zion be spending on her, talking about how Zion finances a lot of her lifestyle and how they had plans and Zion ruined everything with the baby and she was pissed off. She was talking about Zion for days on end. I mean, telling us stuff we didn't even want to know. Telling everything, right? She crashed out. So Moriah Mills has resurfaced now. Because she said, okay, well, this woman is filing a lawsuit against Zion. She wants Zion to know she's planning a lawsuit as well. And we come to find out she contacted Mr. Tony Busby. You know, the lawyer that's behind trying to get Jay-Z railroaded in this situation with Diddy and an underage girl, a 13-year-old girl. That case got thrown out and dismissed. And also the lawyer that's representing the woman accusing Shannon Sharpe of sexual assault. Right? Tony Busby is representing that woman as well. Moriah Mills reached out to Tony Busby in order to try to get this lawsuit going on with Zion. Zion, she wants a piece of the lawsuit money. She want to come after him now, right? And what's funny is that she was tight-lipped about it for a while. Then she got on TikTok, made a TikTok video. And this woman needs to take acting classes. She's a horrible actor. Acting like she's emotionally distraught, talking about, she said the amount of bashing, humiliation, and slander and threats she received over Zion have been a lot. Ma'am, we would have never known about none of this or you had you not got on social media and crashed out once you found out Zion was having a baby with another woman. You told us everything. Zion said nothing. Nobody knew Zion was messing with you until you confirmed all of this. You released all of this to the public when you were so mad that he was having a baby. This ain't Zion's fault. You came and told everybody what was going on with you and Zion. And if you got embarrassed because people were clowning you, that's your fault. You let them into the circle for you to get embarrassed, right? But anyway, she's saying, you know, she's received a lot of bashing and humiliation, so on and so forth. She says, this has all caused me a lot of stress and emotional distress. I hope that we can all come to justice and this can all be resolved. Then she says this about Zion, and I quote, "This is not the man that I met a few years back. This is not who I thought you would become. I just hope you change your ways because your job and your family and your legacy is on the line," right? She's willing to railroad Zion in order to get back at him for the embarrassment that she received, because in her mind, Zion embarrassed her by getting pregnant, right? By getting pregnant, he embarrassed her. Nobody knew y'all were a thing or had anything going on. But in her mind, Zion embarrassed her when he went public with a woman at a baby shower. Right? And so now she wants get back. She's out for blood. Now, I don't know who this other woman is that's accusing Zion of this. I don't know. But I will say this. Zion has an affinity for sex workers. That is his thing. Because I've heard another girl he got pregnant and was dating was a stripper and all of that. This girl, Moriah Mills, is an OnlyFans girl and a corn star. Take the C off of corn and replace the C with a P. That's what type of star. She's in adult entertainment. And Zion likes to mess with these type of women. Now, as a man, I can confirm, all men like freaked out women. We like some freaked out stuff. I would be sitting here and lying to y'all if I told y'all I didn't like a freak, right? But I'm never going to mess with no sex worker. Never in my fucking life. And I'm not even rich or famous. I'm not rich or famous, and I'm not messing with them at all. At all. You can find you a good woman who got morals intact, and she's nurturing, she's loving, she's kind, she's supportive, she listens to you, you know what I mean? She's affectionate. You can find a woman with all of those qualities, and she'd be a freak. And you can live happily ever after and be in bliss. But Zion likes to chase after sex workers. And as I said before on a live stream when I talked about Shannon Sharp's situation, I said, I don't know why these men who have a lot to lose, who are famous, who have a big public reputation, I don't know why they try to mess with sex workers. I don't know why that is their thing, right? And I know one of the homies on the channel was trying to fight me on it. Man, everybody do it. Everybody do it. Man, this is what they, so what? This is what you got to do. No, you don't. First of all, everybody do it is not an excuse, because if everybody jumped off a goddamn bridge, are you going to do the same thing? I know that's a cliche our parents used to speak in, but I'm just being for real. No, right? And furthermore, a sex worker is not going to protect you. She's not going to protect your image and your reputation or any of that. Her whole career is based upon gaining clientele. And she knows how twisted and sick men are. Right? She knows that men are sick and twisted enough that if she reveals that she has a high-profile man, an athlete, or an entertainer as a client, there are going to be men beating down her door because some dudes are so weird that they want to have sex with a woman that another famous man is having sex with, a guy that they can see on TV because it makes them feel closer to that said celebrity or something like that. These women know these things, right? So they would... And I'm going to say this too. Sex workers build their career off of clout. They do. When people know, again, like I just said, when people know they've messed with this high-profile individual and that high-profile individual, more clients will come. So they're going to out you. They're going to reveal that they've been messing with you. People think that if you just pay them, they're going to go away. Hell the fuck no. That works for regular everyday men, right? Because exposing you, they may not have much to gain from that. Regular everyday dudes, right? So they ain't gonna expose you. They're gonna be on a hush-hush with you. But let Zion Williamson or one of these big high-profile athletes walk up in here messing with them. Oh, you're gonna get exposed at some point. It's gonna come to light. One, they don't want to lose you as a client or whatever, so they find out you in a relationship with a woman and it might take you away from them. Or they gonna get mad and reveal that. Two, again, they knowing that they mess with you is gonna bring in some more high major clientele. You feel me? Versus if you're an entertainer and you mess with a woman or regular girl, Regular girl, she ain't gonna want to mess up her bread. She not an OnlyFans girl or a sex worker. So she ain't gonna want to mess up her situation she got going on by outing you, right? Most of them are not. I'm not saying all of them. Some will, but most of them aren't. And if you mess with another famous woman, she got an image to conceal too and protect too. So she ain't gonna reveal the stuff that y'all got going on like that because she want to protect her image too. But if you mess with a sex worker, oh man, you're gambling. You're rolling the dice. They not built to protect you, man. You are a client. You are a client. Just because you exchange money don't mean she's just sworn to secrecy. You would hope so, but that's not how that works. You feel me? And this is the thing with Zion. Zion likes messing with sex workers, but then he messes with sex workers and cheats on all of them, right? And then they get upset because he's messing, or I don't know if he's cheating because I don't know if they his girlfriends, but he be treating them like his girlfriends with how he be tricking off on them and all of that. He does. And when he get another girl, they get mad. Because Zion is supposed to be for them and only them. And then they out him and tell all his business, and then they get vindictive and so on and so forth. And hell have no fury than a woman scorned. And when I say that, I'm not, for the women on the channel, I'm not saying all of y'all would do this and all y'all this is in all of y'all. But y'all know there are women who will go to extreme heights, major heights, certain disgusting heights to get that get back on you when they're heartbroken. Y'all know that, right? And Zion is not privy to that, you know? And again, I always wonder why these men mess with these girls who are all into sex work and all of that. Why do they do that? And you messing with girls, you got to pay for. Everything is transactional. And they think when they say this is being player. Man, why do I got to put in all that work? I'll skip the line and just pay the money. Boy, you sound like a goofy. That means I know you don't got no game. You the celebrity. You use your image. What Chad Ochocinco say, man? I'm Ocho, man. I'm Ocho. Use your celebrity to mac the girl, and you have some charm. But that tells me a lot of these dudes don't have no charm about themselves. They can't hold no conversation. They can't make a woman laugh. They can't keep a woman intrigued unless they're flashing a wad of money. And so that's the only way they can have hopes of getting these women, and that's what they do. Because I'm like, why are you messing with these girls that you have transaction? Everything is a transaction. Sex is a two-way street. I don't want to mess with a woman. I got to pay her for sex. I want to mess with a woman that want to have sex with me just as much as I want to have sex with her. End of discussion. But a lot of these dudes don't see it that way. They willing to pay. However they got to get, they going to pay that money. And Zion was paying all that money to get the honey. And then at some point, the honey he was getting, the woman he was getting the honey from, she got mad or scorned for one reason or another, and this is what happens, right? Now this young woman, Moriah Mills, she's not right in the head. I seen the video. She's trying to act like she's emotionally distraught. She's off. Any woman that has colored contacts in 2025 is off her goddamn rocker. Any person. Not just a woman. Any person that has colored contacts in 2025 is crazy. Because why are you trying to convince people that your eye color is blue or green? And you black and you got brown. I mean, it's black people I've seen with blue eyes and black people I've seen with green eyes and light brown eyes and so on and so forth. But again, why are you trying to trick people though? If that ain't your eye color, what are you doing this for? If I got contact lenses in now. If I came on here with blue eyes and green eyes, y'all would look at me like I'm crazy. Like that boy off his rocker. Furthermore, when y'all see this woman's body, she looks cartoonish. It looks ridiculous. I'm not exaggerating. She looks like she's about to bust. Like a can of biscuits about to bust. She got so much surgery done on her body. She got so much cosmetic procedures all over her. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how you can enjoy having sexual relations with her for real. She got so much stuff done all on her. It feels like silicone just all around her. It's crazy. I'm not even being funny. I'm for real. When you see how she looks. And even back in the day, when she first started getting the procedure, she was looking crazy. So much so that I seen a clip recently. She was on Wendy Williams' show. Not recently. I just saw this yesterday. When I'm looking up stuff about Moriah Mills. She was in the crowd in the Wendy Williams show. Wendy Williams, she has a question about how can she make more friends. Wendy Williams looks at her and says, yeah, you've done a lot. You've done a lot to yourself. It's a lot. You young and you got all this stuff done. Basically telling her you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing? Told her, hopefully you can find good friends and so on and so forth. But like all of that, the pumped up breasts and all, like she was talking like, cause it looked crazy. You know, and she looks even worse now. But this is Zion Stilo. And I'm like, do his stepfather be talking to him? His stepfather raised him and stuff. Do he be talking to him about women and all of that? His mom and them? But they probably could be talking to him about it. But a lot of these young dudes, man, when they get that paper, they want to have relations with all the women that they grew up at looking on TV. A lot of dudes be, you know, they look at these corn stars and they look at, you know, all these girls that be all on the Instagram models, and this is their fetish, and they have these like kinks that they have to get out with these women, and they want to just be with these women at all costs. Zion was giving his girl allegedly $20,000, $30,000 at a time, $50,000. He going crazy spending all this paper on his girl, right? And he doing all of this, having all these freak shows off the court, when on the court, Zion ain't been available at all. Like I'm talking about, Zion ain't been available at all. Zion Williamson has missed a total of 268 games in his NBA career, right? He's played in 214 games, which means he has missed more games than he has played in during his career. He's missed 268 games, and he has played in only 214 games. He been on the bench more than he been on the court. This is the dude that was slated to be the next LeBron James. And the only thing he is available for is freak man nasty time. And listen, we grown. A lot of men like freak man nasty time. A lot of dudes do. So look, man, a lot of us like freaked out girls and all that. But he's so into that. That's all he got. That's all he focused on. And then these girls coming out, the woodworks. Because I bet you another girl finna come out. I hope not, but I bet you another girl finna come out now. Because they saying he is oh man, it's a sweet lick to get. He a sweet lick right now. And they know his weakness is these sex workers, and that's what he into. You know, and he got a, man, boy, woo. Sometimes we be letting a lot of our third leg, we let our third leg get us in a lot of trouble at times. You feel me? And I'm not excluded from that. I'm not excluded from that conversation, for real. But we let our third leg get us in a lot of trouble at times. And it be like, man, sometimes trouble be easy to get into and hard to get out. You know what I'm saying? But like, I tell people, them women, the sex workers they're not built to protect you in your image or none of that. The moment you do something to make them mad, something that they don't like, you mess with a certain girl, oh, your business gonna be out in the street. And she not gonna play nice about it at all. She not gonna play nice about it at all. So this is what comes with that type of thing, man. But it's just like, I'm looking at this like, man, this girl here, Moriah Mills, out her damn mind. And I don't know what happened with the other girl, but I know Zion done been with girls who were strippers. And I think correct me if I'm wrong, I think he got a baby with a girl that used to be a stripper and all of that. He likes to be with them type of girls. And in them lifestyles and sex workers, they built off finessing men left and right. They are built off of finessing, all these OnlyFans girls, they are built off finessing men and selling men fantasies in order to get that paper. So they're going to finesse Zion, selling fantasies and all of that. And yeah, they can get a fantasy of a rich lifestyle and all of that. That's what they desire, a rich lifestyle where they can retire and be kicked up and all of that. But if you jeopardize that lifestyle, if you jeopardize giving them that lifestyle, if you leave them, if you get with another girl or have a baby with another woman, if you know what I mean, if you do any of that, they gonna tell all your freak nasty details and then gonna turn it around. They might turn it around on you in the worst way possible. And again, I know it's gonna sound like I'm saying Zion ain't do nothing. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest. It sounds crazy, and I know y'all might get mad at me, and that's fine. Y'all can say, Mac, you don't know. But to me, this sounds like Zion is out here getting finessed. They trying to finesse Zion for a money grab. It sounds like that. And it's based upon the type of women he like to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Women where everything is transactional And they have lived a transactional lifestyle for a long time with men. And Zion take them into the fold, and then they turn him into a transaction as well. You can find you a girl that really likes you, and a woman that really cares about you, a good woman. You know what I'm saying? You can find a good woman, and a good woman could be a freak to get on freak man nasty time with you. You feel me? You don't have to find a sex worker to do those things. But Zion say, listen, he is searching the earth for the next sex worker to be. That's his thing, and he gotta let that go. You know what I'm saying? You can find you a beautiful woman that can do all type of you know what stuff with you. You know? But oh man, this is something else here. I looked at this like, man, Zion. I know the Pelicans and the fan base in New Orleans, if they didn't have the Saints in New Orleans, they would be more pissed off at Zion than they are now. They ain't really tripping because New Orleans is a football city. They got the Saints. They tripping on them, but they ain't going crazy. Boy, let this dude been a star player for the Saints. Oh man, they would have to trade Zion immediately. You know, but the franchise, they gonna be getting fed up. Like, bro, we already paying you a ton of bread. You not available on the court. You got lawsuits flying left and right. We seeing you in the tabloids on a regular basis. Bro, you gotta get it together. What 702 say? Can we get it together? Get it together. I think that was 702. Yeah. But anyway, all right, y'all. Moriah Mills TV. I got to go to work. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.